Are you absolutely tired of the offseason drama? Of the endless contract sagas that threaten to overshadow the very game we love? Because right now, the San Francisco 49ers, a team perpetually on the cusp of glory, finds itself once again entangled in a high-stakes negotiation, a dance between player demands and front office pragmatism. It's a situation that could either solidify their championship aspirations or, dare I say, throw a wrench into their meticulously crafted plans for the upcoming season. We're talking about Jauan Jennings, the unsung hero, the clutch third down converter, and the man who now holds a significant piece of the 49ers' immediate future in his hands. Let's cut straight to the chase, folks. The clock is ticking for the San Francisco 49ers, and a critical decision looms large over the next week or two regarding wide receiver Jauan Jennings. He's made his intentions crystal clear. He wants a contract extension, or failing that, a trade. No ambiguity there. And while the phone lines at the 49er facility have been buzzing with inquiries from multiple teams gauging their interest in acquiring Jennings, ESPN's Adam Schefter, ever the insider, reports that the Niners have absolutely no interest in trading their leading receiver from last season. Let that sink in for a moment. No interest. This isn't just about Jennings' value on the field. It's about the psychological warfare of the offseason. Remember the Brandon Aiyuk contract drama that cast a long, dark shadow over training camp last year? The 49ers, I'm assuming, are desperate to avoid a repeat performance. They want a smooth, focused, and drama-free camp, especially heading into a season with sky-high expectations. So, the writing appears to be on the wall. A resolution is likely, and that resolution, according to a recent report from Bleacher Report, points squarely to a short-term extension. It's a move that makes sense, a way to appease the player, maintain team harmony, and keep their core intact without breaking the bank. But what kind of money are we talking about here? And what does this mean for the 49ers receiving core? Now, let's peel back the layers of the situation and understand the strategic landscape the 49ers are navigating. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox lays out a compelling case for why a short-term deal is the most logical path. Consider this. The 49ers already traded Deebo Samuel to the Commanders earlier in the offseason, a move that sent ripples through the league. And then there's a lingering uncertainty around Brandon Aiyuk, who, despite eventually securing his massive extension, might not even be back to start the regular season. If Aiyuk is indeed sidelined, even temporarily, that leaves Jauan Jennings, second-year receiver Ricky Pearsall, and the ever-reliable tight end George Kittle as Brock Purdy's primary targets for Week 1. Suddenly, Jennings' presence isn't just a luxury. It's a necessity. Knox points out quite rightly that if Jennings is unwilling to play without a new deal, it complicates things for San Francisco pretty significantly. After enduring Aiyuk's 2024 holdout and eventually caving to his demands by overspending, a staggering $30 million annually for a player with just two 1,000-yard campaigns, the 49ers are understandably wary of handing out another long-term mega deal after what Knox describes as Jennings' strong, not spectacular year. Knox's analysis suggests that a one-year extension or a substantial pay bump over his current $1.2 million base salary for 2025 would make the most sense, with a trade serving as a distant plan B. He concludes that while keeping Jennings is preferable, trading him would be more logical than giving him Aiyuk money. This highlights the delicate balance the 49ers must strike, rewarding a valuable player without setting a precedent for overpaying based on limited elite production. It's about smart business, not just emotional reactions. But let's pump the brakes on the Aiyuk money talk for Jauan Jennings. While Christopher Knox makes some valid points, the idea of Jennings commanding anything close to Aiyuk's $30 million per season is, frankly, a non-starter. And I go a step further. I doubt Jennings could even command George Kittle money, which sits at a robust $19.1 million per season. These are different tiers of players, with different levels of consistent, top-tier production. What Jennings is likely seeking, and what the 49ers can realistically afford and justify, is what we call number 2 wide receiver money. We're talking in the ballpark of $15 million per season. This figure aligns much more closely with Jennings' role, his production, and his market value. He's not a primary target in the mold of a true WR1, but he's an indispensable physical and incredibly reliable third down and red zone threat. He's a guy who gets open when no one else can, The player who consistently moves the chains and delivers in clutch moments. That kind of reliability, especially in a Kyle Shanahan offense that thrives on specific roles, is incredibly valuable. The 49ers' financial situation is robust enough to absorb a deal in that range. They've managed their cap well, and while they've paid their stars, they still have flexibility. It's also worth remembering that the 49ers already gave Jennings a 2-year extension before last season. So, don't be surprised if they simply repeat the formula. Another 2-year extension before this upcoming season. It's a move that provides Jennings with the security and pay raise he's earned, while giving the 49ers cost control and, crucially, retaining a player who is absolutely vital to their offensive identity. It's a win-win, a smart compromise that keeps the focus on what truly matters, winning football games. So, there you have it, football fanatics. The Jauan Jennings saga appears to be heading toward a logical, mutually beneficial conclusion. A short-term extension, likely around that $15 million mark per season, seems to be the most probable outcome, ensuring the 49ers keep their gritty, clutch receiver without breaking the bank or enduring another agonizing contract holdout. What are your thoughts on this potential deal? Do you think Jennings is worth that kind of money, or should the 49ers have explored a trade? We want to hear from you. Hit that like button if you found this breakdown insightful, and don't hesitate to drop your comments and predictions below. Your engagement fuels our passion for bringing you the most exclusive and in-depth sports news. Until next time, stay informed, stay passionate, and keep that football spirit alive.